Voices of Elmwood is a historical trip through the Elmwood Cemetery here in Owensboro. There will be 9 to 10 stations where you meet people who have lived in Owensboro, some are born here, some are buried here, but they're people who've made a difference in our world. And it's an opportunity for local actors to come in, portray the lives of these real people. It's not a scary event. It's held in the fall, but it's not scary at all. It's just really rich in history. It's a wonderful way to share the wonder of what's happened in Owensboro, Kentucky over the years and who they've created.
Wait, are you here to hear about the feud between the Turnbulls and the Paynes? Oh, Margaret, I think you're right this time.
We start almost a year out with historical research. There are people from the museum and from the Daviess County Public Library in the Kentucky room who will research certain people. And each year a group of us get together and we select from the researched material about 15 people each year, or groups. And then from the 15, we then submit those out to writers. And we have a lot of local writers. We've had writers from New York and other parts of Kentucky who've agreed to write these stories for us. And then we go through the writing process. And while the writing process is happening, then for me as a director, I'm locating actors to play the roles and to come in and play the different people of Owensboro. And so then we have, once we've cast everything, then we have a rehearsal period where I work individually with each of the actors, or if it's a partnership, and I work with them individually to prepare them. And then we come out here, and for 3 weekends in a row, 7 wagons a night. So our performers are performing 21 times a weekend. So 63 times total. That is a lot of theater, and that's a lot of opportunity for local artists.
The story that I get to tell is that of William Edgar Mitchell. It's a real rags to riches to rags story from a local gentleman born here in Daviess County in the mid-19th century, and made a great fortune for himself and then lost it all. There's a little bit of comedy, there's a little bit of tragedy, and it's really been an honor to tell the story of Ed Mitchell.
Come out and check out the history of this community. This time we have a lot about whiskey.
Well,
we have some interesting, there's a family feud that we talk about. There is family history of families from the Mayflower. We have a little bit of everything. We have a dentist who's also an embalmer. I mean, come on. Undertaker dentist. What more can you imagine? So there's all these wonderful stories. We even have the story of John Kirkpatrick, who is the father of Kirk Kirkpatrick here in Owensboro, and Kirk actually wrote the script about his father's experience during World War II.
It's not just that it's local, it's that these are really interesting stories about real people that are right here.
Yes, there are tickets still available. They can go to owensborotickets.com and purchase tickets there online. There are still seats on the wagons. We are separating. There aren't as many people on the wagon this year because we are trying to keep safe, but there are plenty of wagons still, and we have this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then next weekend as well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So plenty of seats left, but we want to fill those up, and so I'd encourage people to go ahead and get their tickets as soon as possible.